Hey guys, good morning.
गुड मॉर्निंग गाइस। थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम हो गया था पिछले वाले लाइव जो हमने करा था
अरे
लिंक।
भी मतलब जो
सो लेट्स जस्ट स्टार्ट हियर।
Yes, you're here.
कैन यू हियर अस?
Hi Harsha. Hi Sanjot. Hi Rachna. Hi Garvit. Hi
Finally
guys.
audible and visible. Hello,
Yes.
hello, hello.
Hi
Hi guys,
guys.
hi guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi from Singapore. Hi.
Hi Harshit.
Thank you so much.
All right guys, we have 62 people. I think वहां पे थोड़ा ज्यादा लोग आ गए थे दूसरी
Yes.
वाली फीड पे. There was some problem with the camera, so we had to restart the feed. um, Hi from Qatar. Hi Jesse. Hi Karan.
Hi Aman, I know कि कभी कभी answers ना miss questions miss हो जाते हैं, but I'll try my best to answer your questions today.
Which country is the best, Canada or Australia? It depends on you, you know.
Yes.
अगर आपको ठंडी कंट्री में आना है तो कनाडा. And Australia is a little bit different. Depends
Yes.
on, you know, where you are going there. इतनी ठंड नहीं होती जितनी कनाडा में होती है. But again, you know, immigration
Yeah.
के भी norms थोड़े different हैं. And that's what we'll be talking about today. I think हमने ना पीछे एक वीडियो बनाई थी जिसके अंदर हमने बताया था कि अगर इमिग्रेशन प्लान के अंदर एक्सप्रेस एंट्री के जो नंबर ऑफ इन्विटेशंस है वो कम हो जाते हैं या फिर जो कोटा है वो कम हो जाता है, देन व्हाट वी वुड हैव डन एंड हाउ वी वुड हैव पिवटेड, जिसके अंदर हमने बहुत डिटेल में बात करी थी. तो जो आज हम वीडियो बना रहे थे वो हमने एक सेकंड.
हाँ आराम से.
सो आज जब हम वीडियो बना रहे थे, जब मैंने पूरी स्क्रिप्ट लिखी, मेरे को लगा कि यार हम कुछ एक्स्ट्रा बोल ही नहीं रहे. सो व्हाट आई विल रेकमेंड इज कि हम एक इस लाइव के बाद एक डिस्क्रिप्शन में हम एक लिंक डालेंगे. डू वॉच दैट वीडियो बिकॉज दैट इज एग्जैक्टली व्हाट यू नो वी डिस्कस्ड अगर कोटास कम होते. सो जस्ट सो इफ एनीवन डजंट नो, वैसे तो अभी तक पता ही होगा, बट जब ये 2022 2024 का, सो बेसिकली ओके लेट्स जस्ट बैक अप. 2021 एंड 2023 तक के प्लान्स आए थे इमिग्रेशन के लास्ट ईयर. बट उसके बाद इलेक्शंस हुए एंड इलेक्शंस होने के बाद इमिग्रेशन मिनिस्टर चेंज, उसके बाद अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स चेंज एंड देयरफॉर देयर वाज अ न्यू प्लान दैट वाज रिलीज्ड जस्ट रिसेंटली, 3-4 दिन पहले, 2022 एंड 2024 इमिग्रेशन प्लान्स. एंड एज एक्सपेक्टेड हमारा मेमो भी आया था जिसके ऊपर हमने वीडियो बनाई थी. As expected, the immigration targets for express entry and federal skilled workers have reduced to half. अब ओवरऑल यस टारगेट्स इंक्रीज हुए हैं, बट वो मोस्टली रिफ्यूजीज एंड ह्यूमैनिटेरियन ग्राउंड पे जो लोग आते हैं उनके हुए हैं. बट फ्रॉम एन एक्सप्रेस एंट्री पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू इट्स नॉट very good news. But yes, if you are on study visa right now in India, there is a new quota that they have started. 40,000 के आसपास they will be. जैसे टीआर टू पीआर हुआ था, it's called फेडरल इकोनॉमिक पब्लिक पॉलिसी. इसमें टीआर टू पीआर जो पिछली बार जैसे आया था वैसे ही there is expected कि इस बार भी आएगा, but this is only for temporary workers in Canada. जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो 1 ईयर स्टूडेंट वीजा पे थे उनको परमानेंसी देने के लिए, एंड जो लोग वर्क परमिट पे हैं यहाँ पे उनको परमानेंसी देने के लिए, आई थिंक दिस प्रोग्राम विल बी फोकस्ड ऑन दैट, विच बेसिकली मीन्स दैट स्टडी वीजा को बहुत बहुत ज्यादा प्रेफरेंस दे रही है कनाडा. A lot of people are asking कि कितना स्कोर आएगा, नेक्स्ट स्कोर कब आएगा. लुकिंग एट दीज टारगेट्स, जहां पे पहले 4 से 4,500 एवरी 2 वीक्स ड्रॉज आते थे, इनविटेशन आते थे, आई थिंक दैट विल बी रिड्यूस टू हाफ. जिसका मतलब ये है कि जो स्कोर्स हैं वो काफी हाई होने वाले हैं, एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल हु आर इन कनाडा ऑलरेडी, जिनके पास वर्क परमिट्स हैं और 500 से ऊपर पॉइंट्स बनते हैं, दे विल मेक द कट. जिसका मतलब ये है कि जो नॉर्मल आउटसाइड इमिग्रेशन प्रोग्राम्स हैं, people, foreign workers, that will reduce significantly, which is really unfortunate. But yeah, I think that's what somehow made sense to the Canadian government, which I definitely do not agree with, but that's what it is. So we will be taking a lot of questions today, and yeah, let's just figure this out. हमने सोचा एक वीडियो बनाने से अच्छा एक लाइव कर लेते हैं जिसके अंदर we'll take a lot of questions. So let's take questions.
Okay, can I start asking
Yeah.
questions? Okay. ये बाउंस चलता नहीं है यार. Okay, so any impact of freedom convoy in your daily life? Grocery stores, I've heard that they have been a bit hit, but to be honest, there is no such like we haven't felt anything. Why people have no interest in Canada?
Guys, it's not about no interest, and हम ये आज बात करेंगे ये वाली भी कि
Yes.
it's not about people having no interest in Canada. A lot of people have. There are 165 people on this live, and there are 182,000 subscribers that we have. So a lot of interest in Canada. I don't know, but yes, थोड़ा सा कम होता जा रहा है because immigration has become a little bit difficult.
I think that was a sarcastic question.
Okay.
But it's okay. So Chirag Mahajan asks if after changes in PR process, is it still advisable to study there and then do the PR process? I'm 25 years old. यस बिकॉज आप जब स्टडी वीजा पे यहाँ आते हो जैसे उन्होंने अपना इंक्रीज करा है कोटा फॉर TR to PR केसेस में, जिनके पास स्टूडेंट वीजा है, जिनके पास वर्क परमिट है, उनको परमानेंट स्टेटस देने के लिए राइट नाउ सिनारियो यही समझ में आ रहा है कि स्टूडेंट्स को प्रेफरेंस दी जा रही है. सो यू आर 25 years old, you are in a good age bracket as well. यहाँ आओ, 2 साल की पढ़ाई करो, 3 साल का वर्क परमिट लो, एंड जब तक you will be like in your late 20s you will get a PR here.
And guys, बहुत सारे लोग पूछते हैं 1 year की पढ़ाई करने आए. I don't think that will cut. It will be very difficult to get a PR after 1 year of study. Unless you have something more, यहाँ पे sibling है या वो वाले points कुछ मिल रहे हैं, you need to be able to make more than 500 points. That's only possible if you have Canadian work experience along with your study visa. So that's something which is very important. 2 year study permit पे आओ, so that you get a 3 year work permit after that.
Yeah. So Gopal is asking, what if I get IT during studies? Will it get declined?
If you are on study visa, just come on study visa, guys. Single track हो जाओ मेरे हिसाब से अब. There's no point of having an Express Entry profile with a score of 470 versus again trying to apply for student visa. Just be single track now. We have the numbers. The numbers doesn't make sense for a lot of people to get invited now, unless they come up with one draw जिसके अंदर सारे 55,000 लोगों को इकट्ठे बुला लेंगे, which is not possible. I don't think they'll do that, but they might. We don't know. But you should be single track now and just concentrate on study visa.
Kuldeep is asking, my question is about I'm in the middle of work permit to get my job offer. What do you think? Will there be a PR possibility? Yes. मतलब कि
If you are on a work permit here, you will get 1 year of
Yes.
Canadian work experience. So guys, स्टडी वीजा भी क्यों कर रहे हैं लोग? स्टडी वीजा से तो 15 पॉइंट ही मिलते हैं. स्टडी वीजा भी इसीलिए करते हैं so that you get Canadian work experience when you come here. NOC 0A-B के अंदर Canadian work experience चाहिए होता है, and then you get 50 to 60 points. That's the whole reason why people come on study visa as well, to get a PR, क्योंकि उनको यहाँ पे work permit मिलता है जिससे you get 1 year of work experience. So if you are on work permit here, then PR की possibility बहुत ज़्यादा है. You just need to make sure that IELTS भी हमें देकर उसमें भी 877 या सेल्फिप देकर उसमें भी हमें अच्छा स्कोर लाना है, so that you are able to make over 500 points.
Alex is saying screen is not full on TV. I don't know how to help you with that. क्योंकि यहाँ पे तो I really don't know. Next question. I like to think outside the box. Thank you. Next question. What are the chances of study visa if I apply now?
Look, so study visa के chances थोड़े से अब कम होते जा रहे हैं. I'm not saying नहीं हो सकता, because बहुत सारे लोग अप्लाई कर रहे हैं. ऐसा नहीं है कि वो बस रिजेक्ट करने की वजह से रिजेक्ट कर रहे हैं. It's just that there are limited seats in Canada. Yes, it's increasing, but there are a lot more people who are applying for study visa, and therefore it's really, again हम बहुत बार बोल चुके हैं, it's very important the quality of your statement of purpose, जो SOP लिखा जाता है, that should be really really good. उसके अंदर सारी बहुत अच्छे से चीजें एक्सप्लेन करनी चाहिए. हमने इस पे भी एक वीडियो बनाई थी, नीचे एक डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक है. डू वॉच दैट एंटायर सीरीज and you will get an idea of how an SOP can be worked out, and choose your course very 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 carefully, and that's the most important thing. Kuber sir has told no TR to PR, but this is just to accommodate the old ones. Could be, वी डोंट नो राइट व्हाट वी डोंट नो व्हाट वी डोंट नो उसके अंदर नीचे लिखा हुआ है कि टीआर टू पीआर है, हो सकता है वो अकोमोडेट करने के लिए है, हो सकता है ये नए आए, वी डोंट नो। टीआर टू पीआर पिछली बार जब आया था तब भी तो हमें नहीं पता था ना कि आएगा, right? So we don't know what's happening, but it's
Yeah.
a federal economic public policy. I think it's, it could be previous TR to PR as well, but all that to say that you need to have 500 plus score, and that can only happen if you have a study visa
Yeah.
or a work permit.
Next question. Why is IRCC giving PPR for July and August 2021? Jan and Feb AORs didn't move yet. Last update was, and then only CIO Sydney is processing right now. Other VOs are sleeping. Could be, I know, मतलब कि it's very frustrating यार कि जब जो उन्होंने बाद में
Hmm.
अप्लाई किया था उनका हो रहा है, but you are in a good place right now. At least your application is there. आपके पास IT आया था. I would just say,
Guys, don't stop your life.
yeah.
Don't stop your life right now, because इनका कोई लॉजिक तो हो नहीं रहा है कि कौन सी पहले एप्लीकेशन
Yeah.
प्रोसेस हो रही है, कौन सी बाद में। सीरियसली डोंट ट्राई टू फाइंड लॉजिक इन दिस, बिकॉज आई डोंट थिंक देयर इज नन। मैं बहुत बार बोल चुका हूँ, मेरे को ऐसा लगता है इन्होंने ना पेपर की शीट्स वगैरह यहाँ पे रखी हुई हैं, सारी एप्लीकेशन नीचे गिर जाती है, वहां से फिर उठा के जो भी पहले आती है वो वाली पहले रख देते हैं, जो बाद में आती है वो बाद में रख देते हैं। There is no logic to how they are actually, giving PPRs. Yes, there are some trends that you can look at, but don't stress yourself on that. Just keep doing what you are doing right now in India, and जब भी आएगा तब आएगा, right? तो लेकिन एक साल don't set realistic expectations as well कि नहीं मेरा तो 6 महीने में पीआर आ जाएगा, मेरा एवार अभी आया 6 महीने में आ जाएगा। Don't set those unrealistic expectations. If you have applied for PR through PNP या फिर एक्सप्रेस एंट्री के थ्रू अगर आया है, take at least 1 year, एक साल लगा के चलो कि एक साल बाद ही आएगा हमारा पीपीआर। अगर पहले आ गया तो बहुत अच्छी बात है।
Ayush is asking, I have 12 years of study gap already, MBA done in India, West Masters दे दी है. I'm working in retail right now in Qatar. Can I apply for study visa? Which province to choose for PR? अब MBA के like जैसे I had the same question to Navjot कि अगर अगर हम इस position में होते तो I would have considered study visa very seriously. But I also have a masters, and तो फिर मैं कौन सा course choose करती? मतलब it was like I had a very deep question on this. And then he was like, to सोच कि like which area that you want to study. I would have chosen a masters because मेरे पास already masters है. Second, I would have chosen a course जो मेरे experience में मुझे add कर सकता है. Like for example, डेटा एनालिटिक्स के या साइबर सिक्योरिटी समथिंग दैट रियली एक्साइट्स मी, तो मैं 2 साल का वो करने का सोचती।
जैसे सिमरन इज एन ऐप डेवलपर, सो शी इज अ टेक पर्सन, राइट? सो अगर वो डेटा साइंस करेगी, दैट्स एन एक्सटेंशन। शी इज जस्ट ट्राइंग टू एक्सपैंड her repertoire, and she has worked a little bit on data science when we are doing our business, so it makes sense. It's an extension. Same with cyber security, everything is moving online. She's into tech, and I know it's a very different field, but you can connect that somehow to your previous experience, and then make that work. And if it makes sense, see, common sense is really important when you are writing your SOP, and you need to make sure that it becomes common sense to the other person who is looking at your SOP, कि क्यों you are applying for this course and क्यों you are coming to Canada. Can I apply for Canada study visa? Yes, 100% you can. From a province standpoint, there are certain provinces जहाँ पे PNP, look, PNP is still important. मेरे को एक्चुअली एक्सपेक्टेशन थी कि पीएनपी के नंबर ऑफ ड्रॉज इंक्रीज होंगे, बहुत ज्यादा इंक्रीज नहीं हुए, 2% से इंक्रीज हुआ है, बट that said, I think PNP still remains very important. There are certain provinces that will give preference to if you have studied, in that province, or if you have worked in that province. One of them is SINP, Saskatchewan. They actually give preference. Manitoba gives, preference. AIPP जो है Atlantic, province, they actually give preference. In fact, AIPP के तो अलग से I think 6,250 invitations AIPP के होंगे. That actually became very, very mainstream. So Atlantic is actually growing a lot economically as well, and therefore immigration वहाँ पे. तो कुछ provinces ऐसे हैं that give preference. For example, Ontario doesn't give much preference. If you study in Ontario, but अगर points 500 से ऊपर बन रहे हैं, then it still makes sense to come to Ontario.
I want to start the process. What do you prefer?
Hardik, calculate your score,
Yeah.
download CAN guide, calculate your score. If it's less than, पहले मेरे को बोलते हुए भी इतना अजीब लग रहा है ना, if it's less than 490, 500, just go for study visa. I think study visa or work permit. If you are in a multinational company, then explore the possibility of them sending you to Canada. That's a very real possibility now, and just पूरा जोर लगा दो उस वाले पे, because यही दोनों चीजें मेरे को जो नजर आ रही हैं, that could actually make a difference.
I will complete my MBA from UBS PU in April. Join an insurance industry. Is there any license need to work in insurance industry?
Yes, you need an insurance license here. Just search for it and you will know.
Thank you, Huma.
Malu.
Sorry अगर हमने मतलब I'm really sorry. Sometimes we butcher your names. I'm really sorry about that. It intention is never that, but हो जाता है कभी कभी.
What about MSW draws, guys? We don't know when it's gonna happen, and if your score is
Yeah.
less than, I would say 490, 500 now, with the reduced number of draws, it's gonna be difficult. So just start planning for plan B. हमारी वीडियो जरूर देखना जो हमने डिस्क्रिप्शन में डाल रखी है ऑफ plan B. चलो एक बात करते हैं. So Simran,
Yeah.
you already said that you
Hmm.
would have tried for study visa,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I in fact kind of disagree with Simran on this, and हमने बहुत ज्यादा हमारी heated discussion होती. मैं पर्सनली मेरे को लगता है कि यार 2 साल स्टडी वीजा पे लगाने से आई थिंक इट वुड हैव मेड सेंस बिकॉज वी आर वेरी क्वालिफाइड. इट वुड हैव मेड सेंस फॉर अस टू एक्चुअली नॉट थिंक अबाउट कनाडा एट ऑल at this stage, and we would have gone to Hong Kong, Singapore, Dubai. ठीक है, पीआर नहीं मिलता, but ठीक है, it's okay. मेरे को मलेशिया से भी ऑफर थी. So because I have worked in a multinational company, I think we would have leaned. In fact, I would have persuaded Simran for us to lean towards a work permit uh, anywhere other than Canada. अगर Canada में मिल रहा होता तो then we would have explored that, which was also a possibility because my office was in Canada as well. But I think I would have leaned towards work permit more than study visa, purely because I think हमारे
See,
पास option थी वो वाली.
option थी, and I understand that it requires investment. It requires another 3-4
Hmm.
years to get PR. मतलब होता, but अगर if कोई option नहीं work कर रही है, सबके पास नहीं
Absolutely.
होती वो option, तो Canada is the easiest way to like.
No, absolutely.
तो इसलिए I think in that situation we would have gone for a study permit. I also think कि मतलब हम ना मतलब कहना बहुत आसान है, हम लोग यहाँ बैठे हैं तो कि इंडिया से जॉब्स मिल जाती हैं, नहीं मिलती. इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट, इट्स अ वेरी लॉन्ग प्रोसेस. आप जब लिंक्डइन पे भी अप्लाई करते हो, इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट. बट आई नो लाइक अ कपल, दे वर माय लाइक द फीमेल, शी वाज माय जूनियर इन कॉलेज. मतलब they actually got a work permit here. They both are working in this web development field, and both husband and wife got work permit from here. And ऐसा नहीं कि नहीं possible है. I just like it's very difficult. मतलब कि 100 लोगों में से आई थिंक 1000 लोगों में से शायद 5 लोगों को ही मिलता होगा, या शायद उससे भी कम परसेंटेज होगी.
But we know 3, 4, 5 people
Yes.
at least who have gotten it. एक तो first job accelerator he joined. He was working in the US, then he went to India, and now he got his work permit. पहले he got, and he got it in British Columbia. तो वहाँ पे if you have a like a job offer from British Columbia, you can actually apply for PR directly. So that's what he did, and he was able to do it. Yes, he had an advantage of working in the US before, but still, he didn't have any leads, and he just did a lot of networking on LinkedIn, and he got it. So I think it's possible, but it's rare, and it requires a lot of skill, to get that. But for everyone who is not in that position, study visa still makes a lot of sense.
एंड आई वांट टू आल्सो ऐड कि अगर जो जॉब देख रहे हो, सी अब जब अगर आप लिंक्डइन पे डायरेक्टली अप्लाई करो ना, वहां पे वो पूछते हैं क्वेश्चन, आर यू एलिजिबल टू वर्क इन कनाडा और यूएस. तो उसका आंसर तो आप सही लिखोगे कि मतलब इफ यू आर सिटिंग इन इंडिया, यू डोंट हैव एनी स्टेटस, तो आप नो लिखोगे. बट इफ यू रीच आउट टू रिक्रूटर्स डायरेक्टली, so sometimes they have some clients actually don't mind getting someone from India or from other parts of the world to work with them. तो ऐसा होता है. लाइक माय कंपनी, लाइक द करंट कंपनी दैट आई वर्क विद, दे हैव डन दैट इन द पास्ट, जो कि मुझे थोड़ा टाइम पहले ही पता चला था. सो इफ यू आर गुड एंड इफ यू इम्प्रूव, अगर लगता है कि हाँ कहीं इम्प्रूवमेंट कर सकते, देन आई स्टैंड एट पार विद अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल. जस्ट try get in touch with a few people.
And I think this will get easier. Now,
Yeah.
again, I am a big fan of future trends. But I think what would happen, अभी नहीं हमें ये realize होगा, but in the next 2 years, what would happen is that the skilled labor जो है ना, जो qualified skilled labor है, because of whatever has happened with the quotas, that will reduce. And a lot of big companies, as industries expand, they will be looking for skilled labor, and because students, nothing against students, right? Students, when they come, most of them are very new to the industry. right? And they are changing fields. Unless you are, or you already have 10 years of experience, then you are coming here. वो बहुत कम लोग होते हैं, right? So from a student's point of view, you still can't recruit from that pool people with 10, 12, 13 years of experience. And I think in the next 2 years there'll be a massive demand for a lot of those. And I'm pretty sure अगर मैं ये सोच सकता हूँ तो बहुत सारी companies भी ये सोच सकती हैं, and they'll be very open in giving work permits to outside people as well. So I think that's gonna happen in the future, a lot more than it was happening when the immigration was very open.
So Gopal is asking, what if I get ITA during studies? Will it get declined? No. Once you come here, आप पढ़ाई कर रहे हो, अगर आपको ITA मिलता है, you are good to go. Nothing will get declined.
Yeah.
My CRC is 430, NOC is 1311. I'm learning French for TEF Canada. Can I create E profile? Then upgrade my after TEF.
Yeah.
Yes, you can do that. But अभी आपका स्कोर कम है, but फ्रेंच का एग्जाम देने के बाद बढ़ जाएगा. Okay,
I'm
next.
married to a Canadian citizen. She has been residing in India all her life. How long it will take to get PR, and is it worth go through an agent? Need some genuine tips from you guys. So अर्जुन, अपनी पूरी रिसर्च करो. एजेंट से मेरे को अभी तक ऐसा कोई बंदा नहीं मिला जिसका पूरा सीमलेस एक्सपीरियंस हो. इनफैक्ट हमने भी ये गलती करी, अपने पेरेंट्स का वीजा हमने बोला कि चलो ठीक है, फ्रेंड ने किसी ने कराया है तो हम भी करा देते हैं, बिकॉज इट वाज अ नॉर्मल विजिटर वीजा, राइट? सो नॉर्मल विजिटर वीजा तो कोई भी करा सकता है, बट it's very cumbersome. Going through an agent, it's very cumbersome. So I would say just do your own research. It's not very difficult. ICC की website पे सारी details दे रखी हैं. How long will it take to get PR? No idea. You're married to a Canadian citizen, that's a good thing. You can apply for a spousal permit. But yeah, it's there's no one can tell you कितना time लगेगा. My sister has applied for a spousal work permit, and एक साल होने वाला है अब. आउटलैंड स्पॉन्सरशिप थी, एक साल होने वाला है, एंड अभी तक ऐसा लग नहीं रहा कि आ रहा है, नहीं आ रहा, कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा. सो या इट्स टेकिंग टाइम राइट नाउ.
I'm 28 years old with MBA and 4 years of experience. How should I go ahead? आज हम स्टडी वीजा का बैनर लेके आए हैं.
सारे के आंसर इज स्टडी वीजा. Shall I wait and try for PNP? You cannot try for PNP. PNP will pick you. So just go through our videos. Videos are still very relevant. हो सकता है 2 साल पुरानी हो, but उनके processes अभी भी same है. So just go through our PNP videos, and most of the provinces will actually invite you from the pool. So just make sure that you are in the pool with the right scores. हमारी can guide पे PNP suggest है, उसके अंदर NOC वगैरह डाल के देखो कि क्या important है क्या नहीं है, and that's how you. It's not about applying for PNP. They just pick you.
Yeah. Next question. Here is the irony. Despite networking, getting a job offer in Canada is difficult, and without a job offer, PNPs are next to impossible unless you're part of the demand job stream. Yes, you are right.
Yeah, that's unfortunately that's the reality, right? So we can't do much about it. There are two things that you should definitely do. Try to change to a company. If you're qualified, try to change to a company who has offices in Canada. So it will be a long process, but that's one way of doing it. Sir, I have 472 CRS. Should I wait for FSA withdrawals? No. With the new quotas, I'll be very honest. No. Let's not wait for, at 472. Let's not wait for that. Just think of plan B now. Business immigration is another thing that a lot of people miss. If you have business experience on a senior position, I think business immigration streams, इस पे भी हमने वीडियोस बनाई हैं इस लॉ के साथ. हमारी ऐप के ऊपर भी उनकी कॉन्टैक्ट डिटेल्स हैं. Just explore that option as well. That could be equally expensive or inexpensive when it comes to study visa. Study visa or business immigration can be pretty equivalent in some cases. Can you please elaborate if someone can get work visa without a job offer? No. You can get if your spouse is on on study visa, and you can get an open work permit without a job offer, but not like that. We can't apply for work permit. Maybe things will change now, maybe but you need a letter of support from a company and a job offer.
So Sakib is asking, job NOC code 7534 as per Can app. Alberta suits you, but not a single invitation for this NOC code. It's aviation job actually. Currently working in the Emirates group. अब जो हमारी ऐप पे अल्बर्टा का है, मतलब वी टेक ट्रेंड्स कि अल्बर्टा ने कभी इस एनओसी को अगर इनवाइट करा है, we have added in that, in that pool कि अगर आपका NOC इतना है तो आपको ये दिखेगा. So अब उन्होंने नहीं निकाला है एविएशन का, एंड वो दे नेवर से कि उन्होंने कौन किसको इनवाइट किया था, किसको नहीं करा है.
तो एल्बर्टा का ना जो हमारी ऐप पे है वो इट्स फ्रॉम एन एलिमिनेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू.
Yeah.
बहुत सारे ऐसे भी कोड्स हैं जो वो इनवाइट नहीं करते हैं, विच इज क्लियरली मेंशन ऑन देयर वेबसाइट, तो वो हमने एलिमिनेट करा है. प्लस हमने एक सर्वे करा था जिसके अंदर थोड़े से कोड्स इनवाइट हुए थे, तो उसके बेसिस पे है. सो डोंट गो only by what our app says because it's from elimination. But if you have not received, Alberta का हमेशा ही होता है, हमने बहुत सारी वीडियोस में बोला है, if you have not received an AIMP invite, Alberta invite in 6 months, it's probably not going to happen. So don't wait up. Just make sure that you have a plan B.
Which course is in demand between these courses? Business analytics, supply chain or finance? Again I would say जो आपका इंटरेस्ट है वही करो, बिकॉज पता है हम लोग ना ये सोच रहे थे कि जिसकी जॉब होगी ना ज्यादा वही कर लेंगे. I get a lot of messages also कि I want to switch on IT because there are more jobs here. पता है अगर कोई चीज पसंद नहीं है ना उसको करना ना will always feel pressure. मतलब कि I would not suggest anyone to do just because कि that is very in today, उसकी jobs बहुत है, पैसा मिलेगा, वही करो जो
एंड हर्षित
पसंद है.
ये ना बहुत ओवररेटेड है.
Yes.
कोर्स कौन सा चूज करना है बहुत. फाइनेंस जो स्कूल में सिखाते हैं, जो कॉलेजेस में सिखाते हैं, एक बूंद भी यूज नहीं होता रियल लाइफ के अंदर. वो फाइनेंस इज वेरी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम व्हाट इज टॉट. सो डोंट थिंक कि इससे हमें लाइफ में कुछ हेल्प होगी. फाइनेंस एकदम बकवास सब्जेक्ट होता है जो हमारे उसमें. आई एम टेलिंग यू, आई एम एन एमबीए, आई हैव स्टडीड फाइनेंस. None of that is used in real life unless you become a hardcore accountant. Business analytics, I have come from that background. मेरे पास मार्केट रिसर्च का सब्जेक्ट भी था, बट इट डज नॉट मैटर. whatever is taught in school does not matter in real life, in real jobs, because it's just how disconnected our education system is from the real world, and that's the reality, right? मैंने बहुत बारी वाली चीज डिस्कस करी है. So don't choose your course based on, choose your course based on your interest and किस में आगे जाके पढ़ना. पढ़ाई तुम्हें खुद ही करनी पड़ेगी क्योंकि जो बुक्स में पढ़ाएंगे वो तो एकदम बकवास है. फाइनेंस पढ़नी है, just read these books. These books will give you more education on finance than any course. So just choose based on your interest and उसके बाद आगे अपने आप ही थोड़ा बहुत करना.
एंड ये जरूरी नहीं है कि भाई मतलब लाइक आई नो पीआर के लिए लाइक यू नीड टू हैव जॉब एक्सपीरियंस इन नॉक ए कोड, वो सब आई अंडरस्टैंड, बट मतलब कि ये भी ऑल्सो आई ऑल्सो रियली वांट टू से अगर हम सोच लिया कि हमने अगर एमबीए करी है तो हमको उसी फील्ड में जाना पड़ेगा आगे. इफ यू वांट टू स्विच, लाइक आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि स्विच फील्ड राइट नाउ, मतलब कि कोई चीज लाइक आई ऑलवेज से दैट इफ यू आर नॉट एंजॉयिंग समथिंग, लाइक don't do it.
See, it's easy for us to say now that we have a PR, but yes, अगर
PR लेने मतलब ये PR
के उसके लिए कर रहे हो तो just choose the course that makes the most sense from your field, because you have to do that. Otherwise PR, otherwise study visa ही नहीं मिलेगा.
Yeah, 100%. मतलब I know मैं थोड़ा सा digress कर रही थी, but फिर भी sorry. Devendra is saying, does a student visa for 30-year-old gets rejected?
No,
कुछ नहीं है.
Absolutely not. This is a myth. You have to have a very good SOP and choose your course smartly. My score is 435, and by June, after completing MBA, it will be 468. What are the chances of accessible draw? No chance, my friend. You need to look at study visa. Unfortunately, that's the reality right now. I'm not saying no chance, out of this thing. Quota ही आधे हो गए हैं of Outland, right? So unless they come up with a very big draw and वो 6 महीने में एक बार बड़ा draw निकालते हैं, it's very it will be very difficult to get it 468.
Yeah, she's asking, my cousin is a PR citizen in Canada from the last 15 years. Can she sponsor me visa from her end?
Unfortunately, no. ऐसा कोई program है नहीं इस time पे that can sponsor, family. So no.
Yeah. Okay, so my NOC is 0631. Age is 30. PNP looks difficult for now. So should you suggest to try AIP Quebec latest contact listed immigration from BC?
Yeah. No, absolutely, So
अगर ऑप्शन दिख रही है तो यार मतलब हो ही सकता है.
Yeah.
But just keep very की मतलब 460 में, और as you grow, as आपका next birthday आएगा, you lose another 5 points. So like start thinking what a plan B also. Okay, what about the applications that are already in progress? My biometrics are done and waiting for the final approval. Would the current change in immigration plan? No. So जिनकी applications already in है, उनके लिए कोई changes नहीं
In
होंगे.
fact, थोड़ा सा accelerate हो सकता है
Yeah.
सारा processing process
Yes.
because now it's very black and white that there will be less invitations, so there is more work that could be put towards already जो हुई हुई है application. So I think, yeah, there's no change that you can expect, and things will actually run smoothly. I'm pretty sure of that for people who already have
Yeah.
ITAs and for people who are waiting for PPRs.
So it's a different question, but Deeptu is asking, do you recommend buying a house in GT or using that money to invest in a condo?
Dif-
Let's have the discussions.
We can have this discussion separately. Just go to growwithnav.com and book your call with me. I can't answer this question unless I know your income levels. So it's very difficult. But yeah, condos are not bad. We live in a condo. We love it. And it's a myth that condo fee jo hoti hai, so all that. Let's discuss it separately because that's not the topic. But yeah, just book a call with me.
Okay, Nikhil is asking, I was planning to apply for PR with common law express entry, 485 score here, but we both are planning for a student visa. Is it a good decision? I'm choosing a postgraduate diploma is safe after masters. निखिल एक सिनारियो मतलब जो मुझे लगता है कि that will work for my sister as well कि अगर जैसे she was also making 480 ish points she also had that you are also having that जैसे अगर आप स्टूडेंट वीजा पे यहाँ पे आते हो देखो एक्सप्रेस एंट्री का तो क्या हो रहा है नो वन नोज जब तक कि फर्स्ट ड्रॉ नहीं आता कि व्हाट टू एक्सपेक्ट बट अगर आप यहाँ स्टूडेंट वीजा पे आते हो एंड देन ड्यूरिंग आपका स्कोर तो 485 रहेगा ही राइट इट्स नॉट डिक्रीजिंग इट्स नॉट हैपनिंग एनीथिंग टू दैट लेकिन अगर आप पढ़ाई कर रहे हो यहाँ पे एन आईटीए आता है विद 485 यू गेट आईटीए यू अप्लाई फॉर इट एंड आपका जो पढ़ाई का प्रोसेस चल रहा है वो वैसा का वैसा चलता जाएगा और यहाँ पे आपको पीआर की भी आपकी लाइन खुल जाएगी एंड इन केस द स्कोर्स गो ओवर 500 तब भी ठीक है आपका मतलब पढ़ाई के बाद यू विल गेट मतलब 15 पॉइंट्स एक साल के आप मिनिमम एक साल का वर्क परमिट तो मिलेगा उसके व्हेन यू गेट अ कैनेडियन वर्क परमिट योर पॉइंट्स इंक्रीज देन आल्सो सो बोथ द ऑप्शंस विल
वर्क परमिट पे पॉइंट्स इंक्रीज नहीं होते हैं एक साल के वर्क एक्सपीरियंस के बाद
हाँ
पॉइंट्स
मतलब
इंक्रीज
वही
होते हैं सो आई पर्सनली डू नॉट रेकमेंड अ 1 year वर्क परमिट अनलेस यू आर मेकिंग your points in 480s which Nikhil you
Yeah.
are but 1 year work permits are always very very risky and just at least prepare yourself कि हो सकता है दूसरा भी कोर्स करना पड़े and 2 years का कोर्स यहाँ पे करने के बाद चाहे एक साल के दो करो then also you get a 3 year work permit so just prepare yourself in your mind कि अगर by chance नहीं होते points नहीं बनते enough so and IELTS देकर आना just make sure that you have given your IELTS 2 years के लिए valid होता है so that you don't waste your time.
Next question by Sushant. Does temporary employment contract-based employment counts as work experience while calculating CRS scores?
Contract-based employment counts as work. Temporary और contract में बहुत ज़्यादा फर्क है, Sushant. So it has to be full-time employment. It has to be, and if you are in India right now, then there are chances that it will not be counted. It depends on what the language is. So it's very difficult for us to answer without seeing what the language of the letter is. But usually it's sometimes difficult if you can't prove that it's a full-time employment.
So Gopal's follow-up question. My wife has a 490 score and I will study and then we get a ITA. Is that okay?
Yeah. 490 score is okay, and you will study. You'll get 15 points.
नहीं 15 he'll be the so if you are the secondary applicant आपको Canadian study education के कुछ points नहीं मिलते Canadian work experience के point मिलते हैं spouse को.
Yeah. Why is it that your wife has 490 and if you study you will not get yeah, it's a complicated question. So Gopal, go to our app Can Guide and calculate all those scenarios, right? So just make sure that you are making over 500 somehow, and then you go with it. But yeah, if your spouse has a study visa and that spouse is not the primary applicant, then you do not get points for study.
Clayton is asking, I have MBA from India with 2 years of work ex with KPMG as tax associate. Does my profession come under NOC 111 or 1431? We are not the right people to answer this question. We have no idea what these do you have?
Triple one. So 1111 is finance related hota hai, but we can't
like
tell you from sometimes a lot of people actually think कि जो job title होता है ना उसके basis पे हम 1111 बोल सकते हैं, but no, it's about what the job description says, and that job description should match 60-70% with the NOC code, and that's how you determine. So कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता tax associate है, analyst है, क्या है, what matters is the job description and whether that matches the description of 1111 or 1431.
इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियर, टेलीकम्युनिकेशन एक्सपीरियंस इन जॉब, ये जॉब डिमांड में है क्या, वर्क परमिट पॉसिबल है? इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू से कि क्या.
Guys, work permit is not that easy.
Yeah.
Let's be honest about it. 100 में से एक या दो लोगों का
100
work
में
permit
से
आता है.
1000 में से 5 लोगों का ही मतलब.
So it's very
it's
rare
very
because
difficult.
you can't just apply for jobs over LinkedIn, because सबसे पहला question ही वो पूछते हैं, are you eligible to work in Canada? And it's the answer is no. So you need to be able to network very well. पुराने जितने लोग हैं, friends हैं, जो भी colleagues हैं, ex colleagues जो यहाँ पे हैं, just reach out to them, and that's how you get connections. That's how you get references. And the only way to get a job without a PR right now, or a work permit, or a direct line to an employer, is networking. That's the only way to get a job. It's very difficult otherwise.
Yeah. Next question. My CRS is 354, age 37, MTech experience in admin. Sister is in Toronto. Do I need a job offer if I want to apply PR in Alberta, or any chance in PNP? I'll score is 6.5.
PNP का चांस 6 महीने तक वेट करो,
Yeah.
3 4 5 महीने वेट करो, उसके बाद अगर नहीं होता, so don't do it. I would say yes, you need a job offer, if you want a work permit, and that's a better opportunity, better option if you have enough experience.
Yeah. Sudeep is asking, me and my wife combined CRS score 5.
And Naira, sorry, one question. You are an admin. So admin की jobs जो होती हैं वो most of the places में it's a skilled job, but it's not a very difficult skill to learn for people who are already here. क्योंकि admin के courses भी होते हैं यहाँ पे. So just make sure that you are networking really well if you have generic jobs, because वो jobs जो होती हैं वो बाहर से hire करनी मुश्किल होती हैं for employers.
Sudeep is asking, me and my wife combined CRS is 519. What are the chances of FSW this year?
You should be fine. $100, 100, 519 is a good, score. So you should be fine.
Thank you, Akash. His question is, my CRS is 475. I will turn 30 in October 23. Should I wait for FSW draws or just start exploring in January 23 intake?
Absolutely. Just start exploring your plan B.
मतलब प्लान भी एक्सप्लोर करने में या इवन एडमिशन मतलब का जो प्रोसेस है, लाइक अप्लाई करने का जो प्रोसेस है, इट्स कॉस्ट अराउंड $150 बट दैट विल गिव यू समथिंग कि आपके पास दोनों चीजें हाथ में हैं.
And guys, I know it's very difficult to digest the fact, and we have been saying that Canada immigration will be alive for 10 years, and wo hoga. Canada immigration will still be alive for 10 years.
But
Lekin kaise is what's different now. It's not going to be alive with people coming from outside of Canada. It's going to be alive by people coming on study permit and then getting enough points, or coming on work permit and then getting enough points, and then the Canada immigration will stay. Because the thing is that I think ये आप बोल लो कि कनाडा थोड़ा सा भाव ज्यादा खा रहा है इस टाइम पे, या जो मर्जी कह लो, but the point is that there is so much demand for Canada that they have made it a little bit difficult, and there's enough demand and enough people coming on study visa as well, and that's the reason why they have made the process a little bit difficult. So yeah, it is what it is. So let's not be in denial कि 470 480 में आ जाएगा, because आने के chances कम है अब 470 480 में. So just think of plan B.
Kunal is asking, can I have PNP nomination for non-express entry and EE in 2 different streams?
Can I have PNP nomination, non-express entry, and EE in 2 different streams? Yeah. You can. I didn't get the question. So if you are in express entry, can you get 2 nominations from PNP? PNP का एक nomination आना ही बहुत मुश्किल होता है. So I don't think it's very rare that you will get 2. So जो भी पहले आता है वो ले लो.
2171 NOC, 474 CRS, and apply by May 22 for like express entry. Then CLB 7 by December 22, so 3-5 months with 536 in FSW. EE profile expires by May 23 with no impact further on study visa, sir.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Yeah.
I think with 536, if you are able to crack French CLB 7, you should be good. French is underrated. It's difficult, but it's still underrated.
Yeah.
And you can get up to 60 70 points, 60 62 points, I think. if you know French. So, but it's, for example, मैं सोचूंगा भी नहीं, मेरा plan 3 भी नहीं होगा French, because it's just difficult for me to learn.
I would have taken that challenge, to be honest.
Okay.
Does the new plan will impact the applications when no they won't applications जिनके पास already IT है जिन्होंने already submit कर दिया है उन पे कोई there wouldn't be anything on it.
Yeah. What about investment visa, CAD 1 million? Is it sufficient? How should one go about it? So, Vikas, I would highly recommend that you reach out to. See, possible hai, and if you have a sufficient net worth, it is possible to get a investment visa, especially if you have experience in in business. But do go to our app. हमने बहुत सारी videos बनाई है इस law के साथ connect करो, because for business immigration is very different from normal immigration. हम बोलते हैं कि हमें एजेंट्स नहीं करने चाहिए नॉर्मल इमिग्रेशन के लिए, बट बिजनेस इमिग्रेशन के लिए वी नीड मोर हेल्प, एंड दैट्स व्हाई वी पार्टनर्ड विद एस लॉ. So just book a call with them on our app, and they will reach out to you.
Okay, I lost where I was.
Sorry guys, बहुत सारे.
Harmeet is asking, can spouse and child accompany on study visas? Can spouse and child,
Yeah.
yeah, can they accompany on study visa?
चार बार पूछा है.
Yes, they can. आपको उनके लिए वीजा अप्लाई करना पड़ता है और लाइक बच्चों के लिए भी you get a work permit. So
Study visa.
study permit बोलते हैं उसको, and then your child can study here with your spouse also.
Spouse gets an open work
Yes.
permit. You need to apply for all. And we have heard that if you apply for all together, there's a better chance of getting it. So just make sure that you are doing that. And yes, absolutely, you can come as a family if you are coming, on study visa. All the questions that are talking about 478, anything less than 500, it's gonna be difficult. You need to look at plan B.
अच्छा मुझे लगा तो कुछ और jobs की बात कर रहे हैं शायद, sorry. So the next question, what is the scope of sales job in Canada? I think हमने ये अपने हर लाइफ में बोला है यार, go to LinkedIn and see कि मतलब sales jobs scope तो यार सब चीज का है यहाँ पे. It's a similar country, यहाँ पे भी लोग हैं हर तरह के professions है, तो हर चीज का scope तो है ही है, but like does it work for you or not, that we don't know.
And sales jobs, हम एक वीडियो बनाने वाले हैं with the best salesman that we have seen.
Yes.
And it's a, yeah, so वो वाली वीडियो बहुत जल्दी आने वाली है, I think इसी week. So do watch that.
Yeah.
It will give you a perspective on sales jobs. My CRS is 493 and age is 28. Should I wait for FSW results? What are the revised processing times? What's the scope of marketing job in Canada? 493 is a good score. I wonder how you got that score, but yeah, 493 is a really good score. And you can still think of, you can still wait a little. But if you don't want to wait, then try for a work permit or, coming here on study visa. But 3-4 महीने wait कर सकते हो इस पे, इस वाले score पे. What are the revised processing times? No clue. I think it's gonna take 1 year. Express entry is not gonna be express anymore. I don't think so. What's the scope of marketing job in Canada? Scope बहुत बढ़िया है, depend करता है आपके लिए है कि नहीं. So do watch, reach out to people who are in marketing. And marketing में बहुत सारे fields होते हैं. You can't just say, generic marketing. मेरा भी marketing है, but marketing research है, right? So, but scope है उसका. Within data science consulting or data science field in general, are the chances of getting a work permit or a job offer better than normal? I think so, because I don't think there are enough skilled data science professionals in Canada, and we see a lot of jobs. So I'm pretty sure that now and in future there will be more scope for that.
Next, Manish, we missed your message, but I would love to answer your question. Hi guys, we are a partner with Express Entry and our score is 430. We both complete our studies in Australia. Is PNP possible? PNP depends on your job profile. अगर आपका job in demand है तो आपको PNP मिल जाएगा, but 430 like for OINP it's a little low. And Alberta का तो कुछ no one knows which knocks they invite. हम लोगों ने कोशिश करी थी, but it's still very unclear.
Scope of IT, scope of mechanical engineers, guys, बहुत सारी videos इस पे हमने बनाई हैं. Scope of IT obviously is good. Scope of mechanical engineers, हर job का scope होता है. Canada में भी है. It just depends on how good you are and what you do.
I'm 32 and I have 10 years of experience. I got admit for 1 year fall course. I will get 1 year work permit. I didn't get 2 year course. What do you suggest? Shall I go next for PR? मयूर मतलब जरूरी नहीं है कि 2 साल का कोर्स मिले. यू कैन डू अनदर कोर्स फॉर अ ईयर एंड देन यू गेट, क्योंकि आपने 2 साल की एजुकेशन कर ली होगी, तो यू कैन अप्लाई फॉर अ 3 year वर्क परमिट.
और यहाँ पे आने के बाद भी सेकंड कोर्स अप्लाई कर सकते हो एंड देन आफ्टर दैट यू विल गेट लाइक सिमरन सेड 3 year वर्क परमिट. सो दैट्स ऑलवेज एन ऑप्शन. जरूरी नहीं है कि एक ही कोर्स 2 साल का करना है.
Okay, I have a job offer in RNIP. I applied for work permit and PR in December. If I get married now, my profile will get complex, right? What is your thought on processing time as it is already delayed? So congratulations for getting a job. It's not easy.
And thinking of getting married. So it will get complex in the sense that if you want to add your spouse to the file, तो जब PPR आएगा उसके बाद you will need to let them know that you got married. तो delays होंगे and already delays चल रहे हैं. So processing time का वैसे ही अता पता नहीं है. So yes, it will delay the process. It always, even Express Entry में भी delay होता था process अगर बीच में शादी कर लो तो. So that's always there. My NC 0621 experience. Guys, PNP is not 100%. हमने इस पे काफी सारी वीडियोस बनाई हैं. PNP कभी भी 100% नहीं होता. Go to our app, Can Guide, go to Can, PNP Suggest, and look at your NOCs and your CRS, and depending on that, just judge whether it's the right thing for you or not. What is the scope of sales job in Canada? ये हमने पहले डिस्कस करा हुआ है. Graphic designers, possible experience 10 years. Yes, it's possible, but you need a work permit or you need to come here on student visa and then apply. All right, let's go a little bit down. Can spouse and child accompany? ये भी बात कर चुके हैं हम. I'm 32 years old, have 10 years of experience. I got admitted in 1 year. Fall course ये भी कर चुके हैं हम. Question जो है वो अब, should I go for study visa? Guys, if you are over 30 and if you can, then why not?
Yes.
Right? So we are also over 30. सिमरन भी सोच रही होती है इस टाइम पे स्टडी वीजा के लिए. So yes, you can go for study visa if you are over 30. हमने से पूरी वीडियो बनाई थी स्टडी वीजा ओवर 30. यही था वीडियो का टॉपिक भी. So do watch that video because it's definitely possible and people are doing it.
Yeah, Araj is asking, my shares is 354. How much chance to get PR? I have 15 years of experience in IT networking. Age is 34. Yeah, bolo.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bolo.
So 354 is a very low score. I think your IELTS is low. So I would say it's very little chance that you will get PR. However, you should use your experience because you are in IT and 15 years का experience है. You should use that experience to try to get a work permit. But IELTS आपको तब भी improve करना पड़ेगा अपना, so that अगर work permit मिलता है and you get 60 points of 1 year Canadian work experience, you will still need IELTS. या फिर you will still need to get into a PNP to get through. So IELTS improve करना पड़ेगा हमें. But yes, you can use your experience to get a work permit here.
Sankalp is asking, I do have some physical disability but no need of regular medication therapy. Will I be medically admissible? Please help.
It's very difficult for us to say because कौन सी disabilities count होती हैं कौन सी नहीं होती वो publicly available हमें तो नहीं दिखा कहीं पे भी. But if you do not need regular medical therapy, then there are chances that you will not have a problem. But again, we are not medical professionals, so we don't know. So it's best to apply and see, to be honest.
Full time job acquiring tips. यार हमने ना बहुत सारी वीडियोस बनाई हैं इस पे about getting a good job here, how to like find a job, कैसे resume पे काम करते हैं. So we have done all those videos to check our channel. Like
I think there's one thing that I would say again and again and again: networking. Now more than ever, if you are not in Canada right now and you're trying to look for a job, you're not going to get a job by just applying. It has to be through networking. It has to talk to strangers, warm up to them, and then don't ask for a job, ask for guidance, ask for mentorship, and then if there are opportunities of helping them with something, then go for that, and then you ask for a job. Right? You need to give more. You need to like go into an intention of how can I help them. And then if they find you worth investing in getting you here, they will do that. I think we got it in reverse that हम बस जाएंगे हम job मांगेंगे और हमें मिल जाएगी. ऐसे नहीं होता है. It has to be a lot of networking and it has to be a lot of work that you put in first.
Next question. I'm on. Then this is again a medical question. I'm on antidepressant since my teenage. Can I still pass the Canada medical test? Uh, we are not medical professionals and we are in no position to
Hmm.
suggest कि हाँ ये चलेगा या ये नहीं चलेगा, and we can only check by going through this process.
Yeah, I would say all these things, just go through the
Yeah.
process and see if it works for you. All right, I let's take a couple of more questions because बहुत सारे questions अब repeat हो रहे हैं. Medical field get LMIA. Medical field का problem ये होता है कि they are licensed professions
Yeah.
and therefore LMIA is difficult. But medical field का बहुत ज़्यादा scope है. So if you can study in Canada and then apply for your profession into jobs, then definitely it's a possibility. But the problem with medical profession is yes, it's in demand, but it's also licensed. And therefore PNPs वगैरह जो हैं वो उसके लिए नहीं आते. But I think there should be something that could be done. And I'm pretty sure that the new minister, वो क्योंकि बीच में ऐसी भी एक news आई थी कि they will make it easier for medical professionals to apply for PR. But कैसे होता है, कब होता है, only time will tell.
Yes.
All right, all right. There are a lot of the energy is lost somewhere between you both today. सुबह
Yeah,
सुबह का टाइम है. सिमरन को तो भी नींद आ रही है.
yes. नहीं नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं
गाइस
है.
पता है क्या होता है, एनर्जी लॉस्ट होती है. मैं एग्जांपल देता हूँ कि जैसे हम इमिग्रेशन की वीडियोस बना रहे हैं एंड इमिग्रेशन नहीं हो रही, तो हमें भी ना थोड़ा सा बुरा लगता है फॉर पीपल हु आर नॉट कमिंग. सो वो
And it is
एनर्जी.
so difficult to say कि आपका स्कोर ये तो नहीं होगा. मतलब it is so, मतलब यार, I know, like we were there in your place. I still remember जब हम लोगों ने वो जब हमने डॉक्यूमेंट सबमिट कर दिया था और जब तक हमारा पीआर आया, हाउ डिफिकल्ट दैट टाइम वाज. और हमारा तो सबसे कम था, मतलब एक टाइम आई डोंट केयर अबाउट इट. आई डिड केयर अबाउट इट, बट मतलब कि एंड नाउ द वेट इज सच लाइक इन लॉन्ग एंड अनएंडिंग. पता भी नहीं है कि कब होगा, एंड इट इज सो फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग. और जी बोलना कि नहीं आपका तो नहीं होगा, मतलब इट जस्ट ब्रेक्स योर हार्ट की, मतलब यार हम कितना सोच के बैठे होते हैं, जो अगला बंदा भी क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा है वो भी कितना सोच के बैठा है कि मतलब मुझे ये शायद मेरा हो जाए. अपनी यू प्लान अ लॉट व्हेन यू थिंक अबाउट कनाडा. तुम लोगों की वीडियोस देखते हो मतलब इट्स फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग यार, लाइक इट्स आई
एंड टू
जस्ट
बी
फील सो
ऑनेस्ट,
बैड.
एनर्जी एनर्जी जो आती है ना वो हमें आपसे ही आती थी. एंड इफ यू आर लो ऑन एनर्जी थिंकिंग कि अब पता नहीं होगा कि नहीं होगा, ऑब्वियसली इट्स वेरी नेचुरल टू बी लो ऑन
या
एनर्जी बिकॉज अब होगा ही नहीं. यू फॉलोड अस because we were in Canada, you were coming to Canada, and a lot of people are not able to do that now, or not able to do that the way they thought. And obviously, the energy overall is low, and हमारी energy भी वही reflect करेगी. So we are trying our best to help, but I know that it's not easy and it is having an impact on us as well. But yeah, we'll we'll all be better.
Taufik is asking, if I get invited through PNP, what is the processing time for that, and will it be 36 month or is it shorter than regular express entry?
PNP is longer than normal Express Entry, usually, but 36 months, I don't think so. 36 months is way too long, but you can expect more than 1 year if you are getting an invite to PNP. All right, guys, Scope for Lawyers. Again, Scope for Lawyers is really, really awesome, but you need to get licensed first. मन करे?
Yes, हाँ, मेरा ऑफिस शुरू हो गया.
तो सिमरन का हो गया है ऑफिस शुरू, मैंने भी काम करना शुरू करना है. तो guys,
Yes.
all these questions that you are talking about NOC, getting into Canada even possible, is getting into Canada even possible? It's possible, but it's only through work permit and student visa. बहुत रेयर होगा जैसे पहले एक्सप्रेस एंट्री होता था वैसे. That's all we have for today. मिलते हैं अगली वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए
Bye bye.
बाय.
Why don't you all YouTubers solve our problems and make it big? I wish I was able to do that.